Hello and welcome to the Average EV. On this episode, we're going to talk about some charging strategies. So, first thing, always charge to 80%. Well, almost always. On the daily, you're going to want to charge to 80%. If, and we're going to talk about this later, you go on a road trip or other things, you might want to charge more, but we'll wait for that later. Something that's really going to help with your charging session is to precondition your battery. This allows your battery to be at the best temperature for charging. It's really important when it starts to get cold. If you live somewhere where it's colder, you're going to notice that your charging speeds get a little bit slower, and also your battery consumption also gets you use a little bit more battery in the winter. So to help mitigate this issue, there's something called preconditioning. So basically what happens is you get your vehicle to bring the battery temp up so it charges as best as it possibly can. So you can either do this by, driving your car hard, trying to use as much of the battery while you're driving to the station, or a lot of cars now are coming out with preconditioning functions that will precondition your car so that when you arrive at the charger, it's at the optimal temperature. I'm assuming that this is going to become more standard in EVs so that people aren't as worried about owning a vehicle in cold temperatures. And some EVs, it's a function you can just you can click precondition and it'll precondition for you. Some, if you use the navigation, you navigate to a charger, it will plan it so that right when you arrive at the charger, your battery is good to go. Another great tip is check your chargers before you go there. Sometimes a whole station could be down. Sometimes there might be certain charging dispensers that are down. If you use an app like PlugShare, or check the app of the whatever plug you're using, maybe it's Electrify America, EVgo, it should let you know that the charger is up and running. If you get there and you find something's not working and it wasn't reported, report it on PlugShare to help other people out. And also, if you call the companies, they're very helpful, and they'll either reset the dispenser for you or find some sort of solution. If you arrive at a charger and you find that the speeds are slower, and I'm talking about a fast charger, if the speeds are slower than you anticipated, then you're going to want to probably move your car, okay? You're going to know that something's up if you know your charging curve, which we talked about in the last video. So know your charging curve so that you can know, okay, maybe I need to move my car. Maybe I need to find another charger. If you move your car to another stall and you're still having the same issues, it could be the whole station. Maybe it's your car, but most likely not your car. Another thing too to consider is if the charging speeds are lower and it's cold outside, well, it could just be the temperatures affecting your car and your battery isn't warm enough to accept the charge. If you find that you go to all the stalls and the charger speed is low, you might just have to deal with it, which kind of stinks. It's not a great thing to find out while you're on a trip, but it's not the end of the world either. These are some tips if you're just going to use your car to commute, which is probably most people out there. So if you charge at home on your level 2 charger, you probably won't ever need to fast charge. It's the cheapest option because it's cheaper than any level 2 or fast charger out there. And it's really convenient because you go home, you plug it in, you do whatever you do at night, wake up, it's probably going to be charged up to 80%, and then you can go on to wherever you need to go the next day. So again, if you only commute, you might never even have to go to a charger, which is super cool, super convenient. If you like to take short trips, maybe you're going down to the ballpark, like my first video where we go to Camden Yards or something else like that, it's probably going to be cheapest for you to just charge at home. And also the most convenient. As you saw in my video, and I'm going to have a bunch of these short trip videos coming out, I can go somewhere and I could go home and never need to charge out on the public networks. And I can be completely okay. So just, pay attention to that. If you're going to get home and you know that your car is going to be able to charge at home overnight, it's probably not worth charging out in the public. Now, if you go and your destination has a level 2 charger and it's free, or if it's like, only 2 or 3 more cents than you pay at home, might as well just top it off. Then you'll definitely know your car will be charged up by the time you wake up the next day, especially if maybe you're going out and it's later, you come home later and there was a charger at your destination. Yeah, might as well charge up, save yourself some time. But anyways, you should be able to easily recharge at home and have enough battery to commute the next day. And the last thing I want to talk about in this video is road tripping. I'm hoping to have some road tripping videos for you all in the future. We have another EV on the way for us, and I'm going to give you all a tour of that and take that out on some road trips, show you what it's like to use the Electrify America network. But I want to give you all a few tips if you want to get going before I get my road trips going. So first, you want to start your trip at 100% state of charge, okay? The best way probably is to just charge it overnight up to 100%. Check how long it's going to be, but just plug in at night, get it up to 100, and then when you wake up or whenever you take off, you'll be good to go. When you're going, you're going to want to plan your stops out ahead, but what you want to do is you want to plan that so from stop to stop, you're getting there at the lowest state of charge as possible. All EVs charge faster at lower states of charge. So it actually benefits you to try and use as much battery as possible, whether it's, maybe driving a little bit faster than you normally drive, or maybe trying to stretch and go to the next furthest charger. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. Just go to the charger that's close enough for you. But like I said, you're going to want to take it down as close to zero as possible. Like I said, they charge faster at lower states of charge. So if you start to notice that it starts to taper, get slow, and you know you have more than enough range to get the next charging station, then you should leave. There's no point in wasting time going above what you need, because you can just get to the next charger at a low state and then be able to charge faster up to wherever you want to go and then get going. And lastly, if you want to have more than what you need to get to the next charger, you should end your charging when your charger tapers to a suboptimal speed. So I would say probably like under 50 kilowatts, because you can get under 50 kilowatts at anywhere else if you had to. So it's not really worth you paying however much, 31 cents or whatever it is per kilowatt for slow speeds and wasting your time when you can go charge faster at the next charging stop. So I hope this was helpful for you all. Again, I plan on getting some road trips uploaded here eventually when we get our a better road tripping car. Not that I wouldn't road trip in the Kona, but it's definitely going to take a lot longer than the vehicle that we are going to have soon. If you are interested and want to see some road trip in action, I highly recommend Out of Spec Motoring. I watch their videos all the time, and it helped me kind of get an idea of how I should charge, what are some good strategies and best practices for driving an EV, especially on a road trip. So I'm gonna put a link for them down in the description if you want to check that out. But their videos are really great, and they have more than just road trips. They show all sorts of awesome videos. So anyways, I'm glad you all hung out for a little bit, learned a little bit about some charging strategies, and I hope they can help you in your EV endeavors. And I will see you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, send it to your friends, and I hope you have a wonderful day.